Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. The video is for class 3 subject grammar. Let us see the thought for today. There is no definition for a good day or a bad day. It all depends on you and your thoughts. Either you rule the day or the day rules you. So, the meaning of this thought is that each and every day cannot be good in our life, but what we can keep is the attitude towards the life. You have to keep a good mental attitude. Even if something bad has happened during the day, you have to think about the positive things that had happened in the previous days, and you have to forget all the bad experiences that you face. So, if you let the bad experiences enter your mind, then you will forget about all the good events. So, never let the bad experiences enter your mind. Just be happy all the time, even if the day is not good, but you have to be happy. That is what the meaning of this thought is. The content of today's video, lesson number 9, being verbs and having verbs, that we have been studying for the past few videos. So first I will give the recap of the previous video. What we have done at a glance, we'll just have a look. We had learned about having verbs. We had also solved an exercise based on having verbs. So today in this video, after giving you recap, I will give you more knowledge about having verbs. I will show you some new examples which you will have to write down in your notebook. And we will also solve the last textual exercise which is left. So let's begin. So in the previous video, we had seen how to use has and have. We had seen a few examples. She has tennis classes every day. We use has with she. My brother has an appointment with the doctor today. We use has with my brother, that is a singular noun. We use have when you want to talk about the things, the food or the drinks that you had. I have my breakfast at 9 a.m. every day. I like to have a glass of milk every evening. This is something which you consume. Milk or water you consume, you take inside your body through your mouth. So you can use have over there. I have a glass of milk. I have a glass of water. You can make the sentences like that. Then we had seen a few fill in the blanks which I had told you to write down in the rough book so that if it is asked in exam, you can revise it later on. I have a great mother and I love her. We have dinner at 9 p.m. on weekends. He has got a new car. I have stomach ache, so I cannot eat anything. She has fever, so she is not going to school today. I have to attend my friend's birthday party. With I, we use have. We do not use has with I. Has and have are also used for asking questions. Some examples we had seen. Have you finished your food? Have you finished your work? Have you passed your exam? Has Tia passed in his examination? Who has got my eraser? Then we had learnt the use of had. Had is used for the sentences for past tense, the action which is done long back. I had a toy car means now I don't have. I had my breakfast an hour ago means I had before some time. She had fever yesterday means today she does not have fever. I had seen the movie, so I didn't go. I had seen means I have seen long back. I had my breakfast an hour ago. So this is how we use have, has and had. Now let's see further. So As I tell you every day, before I show you the new slides, I want you to be ready with your notebook, pencil, and eraser so that whatever is taught new during the video, you can note it down point wise. Do write down everything in your notebook so at last you don't have to search for the notes which are taught during the lecture. So, as you can see on your screen, I had told you I will be giving you some more knowledge about the topic of having verbs. So, which are the three having verbs that we have learned in lesson number 9? Has, have, had. So, let's see more about it. The verbs has, have, and had show that something belongs or belonged to someone or something. Has, have, and had, what do they show? They show that something belongs to someone, means who is the owner of that thing. I have a pen, means the pen belongs to me. She has a book, the book belongs to her. So it shows that whom does the thing belong to. Let's see further. Use of has, have, had. How to use has, have, and had? So, we have seen in the videos, we can use has with he, she, it, and singular nouns. What are the singular nouns? Singular nouns means the name of a boy or a girl. For example, Raj has a book. Reena has a toy car. So, with singular nouns, if it is a name of one girl or one boy, you can use has. Also, with he, she, and it, you can use has. Then, when can we use have? We can use have with I, we, they, you, and plural nouns. Now, what are plural nouns? So, singular noun is name of one boy or one girl, whereas plural nouns refer to the names of many. It can be animals, it can be people. So, animals means more than one, people means more than one person. So, with plural nouns, we have to use have. With singular nouns, we have to use has. Then when can we use had? So we can use had with all these nouns and pronouns. He, she, it, I, we, they, you, singular nouns and plural nouns. So with all these words, you are allowed to use had. Just one thing you have to keep in your mind. What is that thing? It is about the tense of the sentence. If the sentence is in present tense, you are allowed to use has and have, but not had. But if the sentence is in past tense, then you are allowed to use had, not these two. Let's read further what is given. Has. So some more examples of has which are given over here. So you should write these examples in your notebook while I read it for you. So let's see the examples. He has a nice house. He has a nice house. That is sentence number 1. So you see the house over here, how nice it is. With he, we can use has. Number 2. She has a beautiful red dress. Can see the red dress over here, how beautiful it is. She has a beautiful red dress. So, with she, you can use has again. Then, Arik is a dog. It has soft fur. So, the outer part of the dog is the fur. It is very soft. His name is Arik. How soft his fur is? So with it we use has. And why did we use it? Because it is a name of a dog. So with dog we have to use has. Next, John has a lovely brown hat. You can see the brown hat over here. It belongs to John. So with John we use has. Why? Because John is a name of one boy. It is only one boy, not more than one. So John has a lovely brown hat. This is how you use has in the sentences. Next, how to use have that we already studied. Let's see some more examples about the same. So, I have a big football. You can see the football over here which is shown how big it is in the first sentence it is given. I have a big football. So why do I use have? Because it is something that belongs to me. The football is mine, so I can say I have it. And with I we use have, not has. Sentence number 2. We have lots of toys. So many toys are there in the box, you could see. So we have lots of toys. Why do we use have? Because we means more than one. When we are talking about more than one person, then we use have. Let us say we are talking about some 4 or 5 children. Next, number 3. They have a red car. You can see the red car over here. It belongs to them. They have a red car. So, they means more than one. Whenever you are talking about more than one person, you have to use have. They have a red car. Sentence number 4. You have nice pair of shoes. Here are the green color shoes. You can see the pair of shoes. It is very nice. You have a nice pair of shoes. So with you, we use have. It is the rule that with you have to use have. Then sentence number 5. Jack and John have big house. So here is the house that belong to Jack and John. So they have a big house. Now if you notice over here, Jack and John, these are 2 boys. So 2 is obviously more than 1. So whenever you are talking about plural, means more than one boy or more than one girl, then we have to use have. So this is how you use have and has in the sentences. Further, let us see what is given. Here it is fill in the blanks. So please write this fill in the blanks as it is in the form of paragraph. Do write it in your rough book. The heading you should give first. Fill in the blanks with has, have, had. So that is the heading that you will be writing in your notebook. Let's read the paragraph. Meera dash cold last week and she missed the school. She dash lots of homework to do now. Her brother dash also missed the school. Now they dash to do last week's homework also. So this is the paragraph. You have to write has, have, had in the blanks. So let us see the first one. Meera dash cold last week. So you have to read it carefully because here it is given last week. So whenever you are talking about past tense, last week means it is past tense. So if it is past tense, you can only use had in the answer. What can you use? Had. So write down had over here. Because it is last week. It is previous week. The time has gone. So had. And she missed the school. She dash lots of homework to do now. Now means it is present tense. And with she, with he, she and it. What can we use in the present tense? Can we use has or have? We can use has in the present tense over here. She has lots of homework to do now. She has lots of homework to do now. Her brother dash also missed the school. So missed the school means it is past tense. Missed, that is past tense. Her brother had also missed the school. So here we write had. Her brother had missed the school. Now they dash to do the last week's homework also. So with they means plural. We are talking about Meera and her brother. So Meera and her brother means more than one person. So we have to use have in the answer. They have to do last week's homework also. Let's check the answers. So here are the answers of the 4 blanks that were displayed in the previous slide. Check the answers and I hope you have written all the sentences. As such, it makes one paragraph. So let's read the paragraph along with the answers. You have to read along with me. Meera had cold last week and she missed the school. She has lots of homework to do now. Her brother had also missed the school. Now they have to do last week's homework also. So here we complete how to use has, have or had. Now let us solve the textual exercise, the last one which is pending. So in the previous video, I hope you have solved exercise 3 along with me. So today we have completed learning about having verbs. So we have the last exercise pending of lesson number 9. Let us complete that. The heading of the exercise that you will write in your notebook: rewrite the sentences correctly by inserting verbs. You have to insert the verbs. Which are the verbs that you will insert? You can insert is, am, are, have, has, had. These verbs which we have learned, being verbs and having verbs, that you will insert in the blanks, you will insert in the sentences which are given below, and you will make the sentence complete. So let's read the sentences and insert the verbs wherever it is needed. Number 1. So whenever I write the answer, you have to write answer along with me. We happy. We happy. So the verb is missing. What can we insert over here? Can we insert is, am or are? Yes, we can. Now let us check the subject. Subject is we. So we means it is plural, more than one. It is maybe about 5 or 10 people. So they saying that they are happy. So here we have to insert are in between. We are happy. Let us write the answer. So the answer is we are happy. I hope you have written the answer. Please do write the answers as soon as I write it for you. Number 2. My cousin from Istanbul. My cousin from Istanbul. Now, what should we insert over here from is, am, are? So here we have to insert is. Why do we insert is? Because we are talking about only one cousin. So from is, am, are, we can use is, because are is for plural, am is for I. The third one is. So for singular nouns like my cousin, my brother, we can use is in the sentence. So let's write the answer over here. So the answer is displayed. My cousin is from Istanbul. Istanbul is the name of a place. It is a proper noun. So I has to be capitalized and full stop should be put at the end. So we inserted is over here. Number 3. Initially the Sultan pleased with the boy. Initially the Sultan pleased with the boy. Over here, what shall we insert from is, am, are? We have to insert a verb over here after Sultan. Now, can you find out whether the sentence is in present tense or is it in past tense? So pleased pleased is the verb in past tense. So it shows that the sentence is also in the past tense. For past tense, we have two options, was or were. Here we shall use was. Why? Because Sultan, the Sultan is the name of a person. So we have to use was because it is singular noun. If it would be plural, we would have used were. So let's write the answer. So the answer is initially the Sultan was pleased with the boy. Initially the Sultan was pleased with the boy. Here we inserted was as the sentence is in the past tense. Next we have sentence number 4, that is sentence D. Do write the answers. I repeat. Harry amazed to see the castle. Harry amazed to see the castle. Again, check whether the sentence is in present or in the past tense. So here the verb is amazed. Amazed, the ed shows that the sentence is in past tense. So if the sentence is in past tense, we have only two options, was or were. Here it is the name of one boy, Harry. So with the name of one boy or one girl, you can use was, not were. Let's write the answer then. Sentence number 5, that is sentence E. My friend in class 4. My friend in class 4. So my friend in class 4 is incomplete sentence. We have to either insert is, am or are. Now as I said, am comes only with I. Are comes with plural noun. But here we have my friend. Friends means plural. Friend means singular. So when you are talking about singular noun, what do we use? We use is. So you should write the answer with is over here. Let's write the answer. So the answer is my friend is in class 4. We inserted is as the sentence is in present tense and my friend is a singular noun. Next, I Sunita's cousin. I Sunita's cousin. So whenever you see I, you do not have to think about it. You have to write am. If the sentence is in present tense with I, you can use am. No other verb. You cannot use is, you cannot use are. You can only use am with I. If the sentence is in present tense, that is simple present tense. So whenever you are saying, whenever you want to speak that you are someone's cousin, so you say I am. I am Sunita's cousin. Let's write the answer. So the sentence is I am Sunita's cousin. What did we insert over here? We inserted am in between. We inserted am over here. Next, Ballu a pet dog. Ballu a pet dog. So Ballu is a name of a boy. So if there is a name of one boy or one girl, we can use has, have or had. Now, why do we use has, have or had? Because it shows whom does the thing belong to. For example, you are talking about a dog. So, whom does the dog belong to? The dog belongs to Ballu. So, Ballu has a pet dog. Let us write the answer. So, here is the answer. Ballu has a pet dog. Ballu has a pet dog. What did we insert? Has. Last one, Anita a laptop. Anita a laptop. Again, just like the previous sentence, you need to see over here, Anita is the name of a girl and we are talking about only one girl. So we use has because we are talking about the laptop that belongs to Anita. So we need to put has in between. So write down the answer as it is given. Anita has a laptop. Anita has a laptop. So these are the answers of exercise number 4. Let us check all the answers again. Rewrite the sentences correctly by inserting verbs. We are happy. My cousin is from Istanbul. Initially, the Sultan was pleased with the boy. Harry was amazed to see the castle. My friend is in class 4. I am Sunita's cousin. Ballu has a pet dog. Anita has a laptop. Now let's solve one more exercise. So here is one more exercise. We will solve some sentences and then the rest you will solve in homework. Fill in the blanks with the proper helping verbs has, have and had. Number 1. Roma dash my book. Roma dash my book. Roma is a name of a girl and one girl, so write has over here. So the answer will be Roma has my book. Number 2. A giraffe dash a long neck. A giraffe dash a long neck. So giraffe is one animal. A giraffe means one giraffe. So again we shall use has along with this. A giraffe has a long neck. Number 3. Shivani dash a new bag. Shivani dash a new bag. So as you know, Shivani, it is a name of a girl. We have to use has. Shivani has a new bag. Number 4. I dash many toys. I dash many toys. With I we use have. So here the answer will be I have many toys. I have many toys. Number 5. Boys dash won the final match. Boys dash won the final match. Boys means it is more than one, so we use have. Instead of has, we use have. So here the answer will be boys have won the final match. Number 6. Rohan dash a new pencil box. Rohan dash a new pencil box. So Rohan is a name of a boy and it is singular noun, so we use has with the name of the boy. So the answer is Rohan has a new pencil box. Number 7. We dash a big house when I was kid. We dash a big house when I was kid. So when I was kid means the sentence is in past tense. So we have to use had with the answer. So the answer is we had a big house when I was kid. Number 8. Rohit dash a black colored dog. Rohit dash a black colored dog. So the sentence is in present tense and with the name of the boy we have to use has, just like we use has over here. So here the answer is Rohit has a black colored dog. Next, Kiran's exams dash finished. Kiran's exams dash finished. So you can see exams, it is plural. So with plural we use have. Kiran's exams have finished. That is answer number 9. Number 10. Do you dash an extra pen? Do you dash an extra pen? So with you always use have. What do we use with you? Have. So the answer is do you have an extra pen? Do you have an extra pen? That is the question. So here we complete today's video. Sentence number 11, 12, 13, 14, that is your homework. Please take the photo of this or you can write it seeing from the screen. Sentence number 11, 12, 13, 14, that is your homework. So we completed the exercise, practice exercise for the topic of being verbs and having verbs. Thank you and have a nice day.